All right, breaking overnight, in an unprecedented move, President Trump announced he is firing Fed Governor Lisa Cook over allegations of mortgage fraud. This is the first time a president has fired a Fed governor in the central bank's 111-year history. Cook has not been charged with any crime. This has huge implications in politics, law, and the economy. CNN's Matt Egan here to explain it all. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, John. Look, we are living through this historic clash between a norm-shattering president and a central bank that fiercely protects its independence. And all sides agree that there's so much at stake here when it comes to the economy, the cost of living, and the future of the Fed itself. So the latest drama is the fact that the president announced last night that he has fired Lisa Cook, who is a Biden-nominated governor at the Fed. She's the first black woman on the Fed board. Now, Trump officials say this is about mortgage fraud, alleged mortgage fraud. But Democrats, economists, and former Fed officials that I'm in touch with, they fear that this is an attack on the institution of the Fed itself. And this is something that may ultimately get settled by the courts. Now, in this Truth Social post last night, the president said about Cook, he says he does not have confidence in her integrity due to, quote, deceitful and potentially criminal conduct. And he said the conduct at issue exhibits the sort of gross negligence in financial transactions that calls into question your competence and trustworthiness as a financial regulator. Now, a CNN review of mortgage documents does show that before Cook was nominated, that she did take out mortgages for two properties that were both listed as her primary residence. But we don't know whether or not this was something that was done intentionally. We don't know why this happened. And we also know that Cook has not been charged here. Now, Cook is striking a very defiant stance. She put out a statement through her lawyer where she said President Trump purported to fire me for cause when no cause exists under the law. He has no authority to do so, and I will not resign. And her lawyer went on to strongly hint at legal action here. Now, former Fed officials, like I said, are worried that this is an attack on the Fed. And they say that the Fed is supposed to be independent from politics for a good reason, right? Because if presidents called the shots on interest rates, of course they would want low mortgage rates and low credit card rates. But sometimes, as you know, John, you need higher rates to fight inflation. And history shows that when politicians meddle with central banks, it can end badly. Most recently with Turkey's Erdogan. He installed a loyalist to lead that central bank. They had runaway inflation shortly thereafter. So again, there is so much at stake here.
And again, if she's removed and the president gets to appoint a new person, that'd be another 13 years left or so on her term.